APP World Tour special announcement. Yeah, that's right. It is breaking news here on the APP World Tour. I know we've been talking about it for months, and I'll tell you what, it has been a tough year for 2020. However, in the back of our minds, we have all been thinking 2021. Tristan Boxford has been on the show. He's been talking about what's going to be happening for 2021. Guys, it's going to blow your minds. This is what you have to look forward to. Stay tuned. It's going to be coming soon. Well, today's the day. And Tristan joins us now from Portugal with the announcement of the 2021 tour. Tristan, so exciting.
Good morning, sir. How are you doing?
I'm so fired up, especially when I heard the news and got the announcement that this was coming down. I think everybody's been looking for some positivity and something to look forward to on tour. So you're going to give us that today, and I can't. It's like the perfect timing. That's all I got to say.
Well, I like the enthusiasm, Dreu. We're certainly excited to announce these provisional dates. Obviously, we'll be doing the final and official release in December 4th, which would normally be in conjunction with Paris, but obviously this year the world had other ideas. But this is a lined up schedule. Everything's in place. There might be some small variables to watch out for, but yeah, we're excited to roll it out. So where should we start here?
Hey, I just want to tell everybody, call your friends right now. Text them. Tell them to tune in because Tristan's going to announce the 2021 tour right now, and let's do it. Let's start with the most upcoming event. Which one's that going to be, Tristan?
Well, I mean, the one, not that I want to start on an uncertain note, but we're building up to Sunset, obviously in February. It's still in the balance just based on difficulties with permitting at the moment. They're not issuing any permits except for really special cases. So we're trying to work through the complications of that and see what we can figure out. So that's the one that's sort of in the balance at the moment for that February date. But we'll be updating shortly over the next week or two just to get some clarity on that. So that will be Sunset in February, the 11th to the 23rd. But again, we'll follow up with some clarity on that.
So hypothetically Sunset, but then the list gets deep. I mean, you guys had a whole year to work on this. And when I started hearing like little inklings of what's coming out, I mean, there's big names. And I tell you what, you got me in suspense right now. Let's hear it. Give me a few of them.
Yeah, it's been a real luxury having a bit more time to work on it. We've certainly seen the last couple of years of building up and having these big events in major cities has really sparked an interest in what we do. And then coupled with that, coming out of COVID, I think people want to get active, they want to get outdoors, and this is the perfect recipe. So we're excited to start the tour off in Spain in May. So we'll be announcing that city on the December launch, but it's in Spain. It's a dramatically beautiful city, and we're excited to launch that. That'll be around the middle of May. Straight after that, we'll be heading up to Denmark. So another really, really cool venue. I know the ISA had their spectacular event there a few years back. We're looking to recreate that, particularly poignant right now, seeing as Casper is the world champion. So kind of bringing it home for the world champ.
Hey, can I ask you what location in Denmark? Will that be at Copenhagen again or Kitmuller?
That's to be released on the 4th. We're going to be doing formal and official releases then, but I can assure you it'll be one of the most scenic and beautiful events on the tour next year. It's the course I'm probably most excited about from a distance perspective. So stay tuned for that one.
Nice.
We're then headed back to the UK. So that'll be another big one for us. It's exciting to bring it back to the UK. We were scheduled to have a break from the UK this year, but it only put more energy to bring it back for the next 3 years, it looks like. So that's an exciting development. That'll be in the summer, end of July, August. We'll then be heading out over to Switzerland, which is another new venue for us. Another beautiful, beautiful venue that I think will provide the kind of imagery that people have come to expect from these kind of events now. So no, I definitely think that's going to be a good one. We'll then take a break from racing and head over for surfing to French Polynesia. We've got Tahiti on the schedule back again. I've been working hard on this one. It's a passion project, certainly. Much like Hawaii for me, it's really at the heart of everything we are here at the APP World Tour. So we're excited at working towards bringing that back to Tahiti. And that'll be in September. So a little bit later than the season than it traditionally was, but judging by this September in Tahiti, it was absolutely on fire. So I think that'll be a great addition. We then head back to Osaka, obviously the first year event in 2019, such a great venue. We're looking forward to build on that. And then we have our US leg, and we're coming to California. So we're excited to announce a really, really cool California stop. We're going to keep a little bit of suspense around the exact venue, but I think everybody's going to be pretty stoked. That'll be the first weekend of October. And then heading over to Maui in mid-October for downwind and sprint racing in the surf. So, obviously great to have the real ocean mixed in with those obviously flat water cities predominantly in Europe. So I think it's going to provide a good balance of challenge for the athletes, spectacular imagery, and really cool locations.
What a group of diverse locations. I mean, a little bit of everything. You guys really strategized well this year. We were looking at trying to mix up major markets,
scenic venues, spectacular conditions, and at the heart of it all, really challenging the world's very best athletes in the biggest range of conditions we can. So that at the end of the year, the world champion is the world champion because he has proved himself across everything. So, that's he or she, obviously. We're excited to see all these events unfold for next year, but it's not over yet, Drew.
I know it's not. I was just giving you a break. I didn't want you to, get parched and pass out from lack of, air or something. So I was just giving a little break there. But no, the list keeps going. Give it to us.
Yeah, and then we're, it's back to surfing again, as we will be going back to one of the crowd favorites from 2019, Barbados. So we're just over the moon to be returning to Bashiba and seeing that beautiful Super Bowl wave in all its glory. And then on to, of course, Gran Canaria, Las Palmas for our third year there. Well, it would have been our fourth year, but obviously 2020 providing the curveball there. But all the guys over there, Bjorn and the crew, are excited to have everyone back. So that'll be a great way to wrap the year for surfing. And then, of course, finishing everything once again in Paris on the first weekend of December in conjunction with what is the biggest race in the world. And as we lead into, hopefully, the 2024 Olympics, we might be looking at an announcement about stand-up paddle's potential integration now that we have the official CAS ruling on ISA managing the sport at a federation level. We've got it in the shortlist for inclusion in 2024. Us being in Paris for that decision will be an exciting moment. So fingers crossed, Drew.
Unbelievable, Tristan. You guys deserve a lot of credit. I mean, this is phenomenal. I know people were having a tough time writing all that down. That was a lot of information in a short period of time, but we're going to post it to the APP World Tour website. You can go there and update yourself, but phenomenal lineup. And I got to ask you, from your perspective, what is the most exciting location that you're seeing on the 2021 schedule for yourself?
It's really hard to say. I was really getting excited the last few months as the venue started to line up from a racing perspective, just the major cities and beautiful venues and the course potential in each of the places. I think every spot's got its magic. I'm a surfer at heart, so I always get excited about returning to Hawaii. I always get excited about returning to Tahiti, Barbados, and Gran Canaria. But I also love sprint racing. I think Ho'okipa on Maui for sprint racing, that's the most exciting sprint racing I think there's ever been in the sport, pretty much. It really requires so much, not just luck like the beach break kind of surf races. There's a lot of skill and strategy involved in it. And I think that really comes to the fore at that location. Having a downwind venue, the Maliko Run is historically the most famous downwind run. I think there's a really, really good mix of locations. I don't think I can really put my finger on my favorite or the standout. I think the tour is well balanced. It provides something for everyone, and it brings the sport to the people. So.
Well, and also I got to ask you, I mean, it's been a very challenging year, 2020. How was it from the planning perspective with all the unknowns out there, working with these, especially international, federations, agencies, localities? Tell us about the challenges of the unknowns.
Yeah, there is a lot of uncertainty, and it's increasing again now as we see, England going into lockdown, Spain, France and Germany already in lockdown, and Spain possibly going into lockdown. So, it's a really challenging time. But at the same time, like I said, I think stand-up paddling offers a bit of fresh air to these cities that are kind of edging away from the major kind of arena events and looking to these kind of health and wellness outdoor activities as a great exit from the COVID time. So I think it's optimism, it's outdoor, it's healthy. There was a lot of willingness to talk about it and figure out the right plan of action, and obviously plan A, plan B, plan C based on the situation at hand as we get closer to the time. But, what we've tried to do by starting the season later is give time for the world to kind of recover from this crazy period we've been going through. May gives plenty of time to do that. Hopefully coming into summer, things can get a little easier for everyone. And we're excited about, what is undoubtedly the best year yet. So I think it'll be a great comeback for the sport in general. and we're excited to see everybody back in action.
I think we're all ready to get back to action. And I know a lot of people worked really hard putting this schedule together. First of all, I want to thank you, but I know that you're the leader. There's a lot of people that were able to facilitate this. And why don't you take a moment to thank all those folks because all their hard work.
Yeah, I think, certainly my right-hand man, Danny Policier, the operations director, he's a bull. He never gives up. He's always pushing to strive for perfection. So big thanks to him, and a big thanks to Christian, obviously, for keeping everyone excited and entertained this last 12 months when there's been no events going on. So Christian and Holly, our social media manager, and then each of the venues, all the different partners we're working with in every single location, who have really been pushing through difficult times, pushing for meetings, doing a lot of spending a lot of virtual airtime on the computer, getting these things in motion and visualizing what will be a spectacular year in 2021.
Well, Tristan, I'll tell you what, I'm tingling. I'm a little tingly right now. This is exciting, ladies and gentlemen. I think all of us are at that point where we haven't traveled for so long. We're just itching. I forgot how much I missed it. And I know all the athletes are saying the same thing. It was good to stay home, but now, okay, it's time to go. It's time to get out. It's time to start living life and getting out and getting excited about the sport again. And I'll tell you what, this announcement is huge. So thank you for all you do. I can't wait to hear the details coming out. Like Tristan pointed out, more details coming soon in the upcoming weeks. So keep it tuned to the APP World Tour social media sites and website. Anything else to add, Tristan, before we move on?
I think that's it. We'll post this online right away on, like you said, on appworldtour.com and across the social networks too. And then, like I said, the official and formal release for each of the city venues and all venues for the tour will be released on that first weekend of December, so Friday the 4th. So stay tuned.
Woo! I'll let you get back to work. I know you're doing a lot. So thanks so much, Tristan. Appreciate you.
Likewise, Dreu. Thanks for the time, and we'll see you all soon.
You got aloha from Portugal. Tristan Boxford with the big announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, the tour is kind of set. And the big announcement there is coming out. More details to come. Make sure to keep it tuned to appworldtour.com and all the social media channels. I'll tell you what, if you're not fired up about this, I think you need to go have another cup of coffee because, this is exciting, breaking news from the APP World Tour. Keep it tuned for more. Catch you next time right here on Immerse TV.